Hi everyone, it's ETL here with your Lean and Green and Eagles today. And today's going to be kind of short because there's not a whole lot of eagle news. Harriet and M15 down in Florida are on pip watch, which means that we might have some baby eagles coming up soon. So maybe tomorrow or the next day. And so my little Webster eagles are little bobbleheads, and so they're really, really cute. So for today's Lean and Green, I'm gonna have chicken, part of 6 ounces of the rotisserie chicken. And I'm just using my handy dandy little scale here to show you guys that measurement. And this has already been cooked from the store, just sliced and diced in pieces here and there, because I don't know how to do that very well. And so I'm just going to put it in here. I am going to turn on my pan. And then I've got what's known as cauliflower rice. Now it comes in a pretty big pan, so I had to weigh this out, and I'll have to weigh it kind of again with the chicken just to make sure, but it should be around 3 ounces, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Never had it before, first time trying it, first time getting it. It is right at 4 because I know there's water weight in here as well because it's frozen solid. I would hit the thing with it, but it'd probably break apart. So that's how solid that is. And so I know some of that water is going to cook out and it's going to be a little bit less than 4. So it'll probably lose about a half an ounce of, which will get me about 3.17, which is pretty close to 3.3. So we just have to remember that when because that's, if it's like rice, like it has the consistency of rice with this chicken, then we'll have to remember our chicken is 6, so we want it to go to 9 for it to be even. And then I'm limited in oil, so no oil in here. Just enough to, I just do a quick spray of nonstick just to make sure nothing sticks. I'm going to do a little bit different on the lean and green part. Broccoli and cauliflower I've had for 11 days. This is day 12. So I got a can of green beans. This one is an 8-ounce can. So I'm going to have to measure this out as well, using my charts for vegetables that my coaches give me, which is awesome. So for green beans, cooked already from the can, 2.38. So when this starts getting going, you know, it's going to do its own little thing. Then I'll start measuring out the green beans. So you can kind of hear it starting a little bit. Oh yeah. And so I'm just gonna, again, put the lid on the skillet. So those seasonings from the rotisserie chicken can heat up that cauliflower rice that's all frozen and kind of let it cook itself down a little bit. So today is really, really simple, kind of a new recipe. I don't look online for recipes. I just look in my refrigerator, look at my charts that my coaches give me, and kind of go from there. So that's how I do it. And so as I get more confident, then I'll be looking at some of the recipes that are online and maybe making some of those, because I do see some really good stuff on there that I would like to try. So I saw one for a Big Mac salad. I was all like, oh yeah, I gotta find that recipe. Because I love me a Big Mac every day on Sunday. So so there's recipes that we can take that that we might be able to convert a little bit to keep everything healthy. So, yep, you hear it going right there. So I'm gonna open up this can of green beans. Remember, it does have water. So, and I'm not very strong, as you can tell, because I can't flip the top. So knowing that it has a little bit of water in it, I might drain it into a saucer or a bowl. If you have a bowl like this, or any type of bowl, this is a soup bowl. I'm just gonna put that back down. Some of the water went away. And then I'm just gonna drain it out. Now when I put this in a container to save the rest of the green beans, because I'm not eating all 8 ounces tonight, I'll put that water back in there so that they stay fresh. Now if I was smart, which there are days where I am smart, I would have grabbed that before starting the video. So now I'm just going to kind of take out that portion of green beans, which I said was a little bit over 2 ounces. There we go. So that's roughly about, looks like about a half a can after you take the water out. So, so that's kind of good to know that half a can is without the water. So there's a lot of water in there. Well, there's probably an ounce of water at the bottom of this bowl right here. So that does make a difference. Now I can use this bowl, since I measured this out, I can still use this juice right here to cook my green beans, or I can just put them in another bowl and put them in the microwave. So I'm gonna grab another bowl, because that I really do want to save for the other green beans that I'm gonna have later. And then I'm going to put these in this bowl, stick it in the microwave. Hopefully my microwave door is clean. And that's not a whole lot, so probably take about a minute, 45 seconds to a minute. Not more than a minute, depending on your microwave. So I'm going to get that ready to go. And see how this chicken and cauliflower rice is doing. And again, the only thing that I'm really cooking here is that cauliflower rice. And cauliflower rice is just cauliflower chopped up or minced to look like rice. So that's what this is. And again, I'm just letting those juices from the rotisserie chicken add to that flavor of the cauliflower. I'm going to add a little bit of water so those juices can come up off that chicken and help that cauliflower a little bit. And then put the lid back on. So now, it's just you and I time. So, like I said, today in Eagle World, I didn't have a lot of news. I'll just tell you about my day because it was more exciting than Eagle news. So today I had to take one of those COVID tests at home where you spit in the vial and you submit and then you mail it in. Okay, one, there's a problem with that. Whoever invented the spit in the little tube thing, yeah, that scientist, bless his little heart, he just needs to know that women don't spit like that. They just don't. So, so you have to wait 30 minutes before you can spit in this vial. And then you, I know I'm talking about spitting and cooking food. So you spit in the vial, and it's not like you just spit and you're done. No. You have to fill it to a line. I don't have enough saliva even drinking 10 ounces or 10 glasses of water a day. I just don't have that much spit. So in the 30 minutes that they had me waiting to get online with the doctor to tell me to spit into the tube so she could watch me try to spit into the tube, which if we can make a TikTok video out of that, that would be hilarious. Then, you know, she spent another 30 minutes with me trying to get me to spit in the tube. So, I don't know. I've had the other two where they stick the cotton swab up your nose. The National Guard was much nicer than the local ladies. I don't know what I did to make them mad. I felt like they were probing my brain for, I don't know, mercury. I have no idea. Both times were negative. I'm sure this one's going to be negative too. The school district that I work for just randomly chooses people to take the test, and so whoop, I was it. So this is getting kind of a nice dark tint to it. You can kind of see that the water isn't totally evaporated yet, so I'm going to let it kind of continue evaporating up, maybe get a little more brown sheen to it. I might make a little bit of gravy, not with flour, to kind of put over it when I put it on my plate, which reminds me I better get my plate. So that was my part of my day today, was trying to take a COVID test and spit in a tube that felt like it was this big. And I had to fill it all the way to here, and that's as much as I could get. So I'll probably have to take it again locally where they stick the thing up my nose, because I have a feeling it's going to come back inconclusive because there's not enough spit in it. But you can only get so much out of a turnip, as my grandmother used to say. So that was kind of like the highlight of my day. It's the end of the semester for us, so finalizing grades has been an awesomely sarcastic way of saying fun. So, let me get the green beans going. 1 minute, since this is getting pretty close. And so that's been my day today. Now you'll hear some popping because I didn't put any juice in with those green beans. So, you know, it's cooking without the little bit of juice. And I'm a microwave queen. So I get to a certain pop level, I guess, and I'm like, oh, better take that thing out. So, because I burned many a stuff and exploded many a stuff in a microwave. So, yeah, might need to take it out here in a minute. So then, it looks like this is getting almost done too. Let's got 15 seconds. I think I'm gonna let it do its thing. All right. Oh yeah. So remember I said we needed to weigh this again, make sure that it's about 9 ounces. If it's a little bit over, then what'll happen is the lettuce and cabbage remember I say, let's do a low, a moderate, and a high carbohydrate, or not carbohydrate, green. So if this is a little bit over the 9, then we're gonna have a little less of the lettuce and the cabbage than we did, had planned. So I'm gonna have to get something other than, so I'm gonna have to get something other than my tongs to get this into the scale again. And like I said, it's nice and brown. You can see that right there. Now, as I've said before, watch how you get your chicken if you're gonna get it pre-done. My fish, I always cook, let's see, I always cook that with, what am I trying to say? I always cook that from frozen or from fresh, just because fish has a tendency to spoil on you. And so you never want to, and I'm not a big sushi fan. So I'm trying to get the scrapings, you can see, I'm trying to get the little brown stuff off. Yeah, now I'm concentrating on the brown stuff. Give me a minute. My southernness will come out of me here in a minute. Okay. All right, and then, like I said, there's a little bit of juice there that I just made from the scrapings. Okay, so we're almost to 9. I think we're sitting right at 9. If I can just hold that up without spilling it. We're right about 9. So I did pretty good in measuring that frozen cauliflower and kind of guesstimating the water. So I'm just gonna put this on my plate because I'm done. All right. And I have a little bit stuck at the bottom. I want to get all that. So, all right. Now look how big this thing is. And I had it overflowing. So it's already, if I can bring you guys over just for a minute, show you. It's already overflowing my plate. Let me put my green beans from my microwave. I mean, that almost looks like Spanish rice or Chinese rice. Okay, so there's my little bit of green beans. And it even produced a little bit of water too at the end. All right, and then my salad mix. And again, I just get one of these salad kits because I am not a cook by any means, and I want this to be a lifestyle forever. And when I get back into the school and get back into that routine, me chopping vegetables is not happening. Okay. So tonight I'll go ahead and measure my greens for you guys. Okay. So that right there is a little bit over, it's a little bit of an ounce. And if I wanted to put a little bit more, I could. And again, you can see that it's kind of overflowing. Okay, I get 1 oil tonight with chicken. So tonight I get 1 tablespoon of oil. So I'm gonna get, this is on the approved list of salad dressings you can get from your coaches. And of course, it's got oil in it, so you have to shake it really good to get the good stuff. And so then just pour in a tablespoon and then pour it on your stuff. Now my grandmother had the best solution of all. She would put, you know, just a little gob of it on the side or have it in a little container. And she would take her fork and put that in the container first and then put it in her salad. So the dressing was already on the fork and not on her food or on her salad or anything like that. So, I mean, she had the best idea for that. So that is my lean and green, and my plate is full, literally. So behind you, if you see any animals roaming around, that's Lucy. And if you see a cat, which sometimes you can just hear her, that's Cleopatra. And so she is my COVID pet. I got her last May. So let me show you the finished product. All right. Well, you all have a great day, great evening, whatever you're doing. Be good to one another and stay safe. And I will see you with another lean and green meal tomorrow. Bye.